Hello students, let's start with 13.2 measure abiotic factor. So temperature, water, light, salt, all are these abiotic factor required for the proper formation of your environment. So we are going to see one by one. So temperature. Now the temperature is the most ecologically relevant environmental factor because it directly impacting the physiological process of an organism. Now the temperature on the land varies seasonally. It gradually decreases from equator to the poles and from the plain to the mountain tops. Because as you know, the from on equator due to the direct incident of the sunlight the temperature are very high. So as we go from equator towards the pole, the temperature start gradually decreasing. Now it ranges from sub-zero level in polar areas and high altitude to more than 50 degrees Celsius in the tropical desert. Now the average temperature in thermal spring and deep sea hydrothermal vents are exceed up to your 100 degree Celsius. Now, mango tree, for example, mango tree cannot grow in temperate countries like your Canada, Germany, etc. because they require a tropical forest like environment for their growth. Like that, snow leopard cannot see in the Kerala forest because they require a temperature around 7 degree to minus 25 degree Celsius for their growth. Like that, tuna fish are rare beyond the tropical latitudes in the ocean. So you can see the organisms are adapt themselves according to the physical condition provided, and then they are interacting with their environment. So the temperature forests in short affect the kinetics of the enzymes, basal metabolism and other physiological function of the organism. Now, based on the range of the thermal tolerance, organisms are of two types, that is your irrothermal and stenothermal. Now, what do you mean by irrothermal? Irrothermal are the types of organisms which can tolerate a wide range of temperature, like your tiger, your birds, your humans are all are irrothermal types of organism because they can tolerate a wide range of temperature. Whereas what is a stenothermal? Stenothermal is a type of organism which can tolerate only a narrow range of temperature, like your penguin. So in short, temperature are directly impacting the physiological function of the organism. Now the second is water. Now water is the second most important factor because as you know the first organism on the earth evolved from your water. Now the desert organism have the special adaptation to the limited water. Now the productivity and the distribution of the plant is depend on water. Now why it is so? Why the productivity and the distribution of plant depend on water? Because water require in your photosynthesis process, and without photosynthesis plant cannot grow. So the productivity and the distribution of the plants are mainly depends on water. Now for the aquatic organism, water quality, mainly chemical composition and pH are very important. If there is minor change in the chemical composition or pH, the organism adapt themselves accordingly. Now the salt concentration means the salinity in parts per thousand, means in short the salt concentration which are required in aquatic system will be less than 5 in inland water, 30 to 35 in the sea, and more than 100 in some hypersaline your lagoons. Now, based on the tolerance to the salinity, organisms are of two types, aryl haline and stenohaline. Now, what do you mean by aryl haline? Aryl haline is a type of organism which can tolerate a wide range of your salinity, whereas stenohalines are a type of organism which can tolerate only a narrow range of salinity. For example, common molly is your aryl haline organism, whereas your golden fish is a stelline, stenohaline types of organism. Now, many freshwater animals cannot live for the long in the sea water and vice versa because of the osmotic problem. Now, as you see, if there is any change in the pH or the chemical composition, it directly impacting the physiological process like osmosis. Now, do you know the meaning of osmosis? Now, osmosis is a flow of solvent through semi-permeable membrane. If there is change in chemical composition or pH, the osmosis of an organism will change, and it can swell or shrink your cell, which ultimately causes the death of an organism. So the freshwater animal cannot live for the long in the sea water due to the osmotic problem. So that's it. In next lecture we are going to see the soil and your light. Thank you.